Yeah, so I'll take the second part because that's more easy to address. If you look at swappable batteries today, vehicles can also be sold without the batteries. Especially swappable battery vehicles. So the numbers, the quantities of batteries that are required, the location where the batteries are required, all of them can actually be determined. And most of these swappable batteries will actually go into a very different. So I think we can address this problem if we look at it, very localized. We don't have to look at the country as a whole. We don't need to say that okay, per every 2 kilometers or every 5 kilometers, we need to have such facilities. This would crop up wherever there is an ecosystem, wherever there is a need, for such vehicles, and this can be very easily determined. Today with telematics and so that a lot of data, a lot of locations, vehicle locations, all of it can be determined. So setting up swappable battery stations and determining the number of battery packs that are required. There are already a few players out there in the market who see it as as a business, and and this can be both an organized and a kind of unorganized business, similar to how petrol is sold in bottles in remote locations across the country. And solar can also be used to recharge batteries. India, luckily, has also have a lot of solar farms, and I would say a lot of solar power producers might find recharging of batteries that go into electric vehicles and inverters more profitable than supplying it to the grid. So, swappable batteries, I don't think there is going to be an issue at all. When it comes to charging network, again, we need to define it depending on the type of vehicles that we need to charge. For example, there might be bus fleets. Now that again might be relatively easier for you to kind of cater to those needs because they would need fast charging and and things like that. The only issue is for passenger cars, electric passenger cars that require fast charging, especially when they are traveling long distance and things like that. So, again, fortunately, the highways are are built today across India, across connecting major cities in India, and there are already pit stops that are being built across the highways. So it would make sense for solar farms to kind of set up these charging stations which can be powered by solar energy. Already in UK, surprisingly, they are setting up one such facility over there and planning to set up a lot more such facilities over there. When it comes to urban spaces and fast charging, I would say today most people who can afford a vehicle in India, especially the luxury vehicles, which requires fast charging, are able to set up such facilities either in their home or offices or wherever. A lot of fast charging can also be set up in corporates, and I would say we shouldn't worry too much about passenger cars because I think if we cater to the needs of the fleet segment, the buses, the taxis, the the rideshare vehicles, that infrastructure might come in handy later on for also the passenger car segment.